It's a big day for my Polearm only account because we finally have a new strong boy. Now this video is going to be split into wishing content for acquiring the Flimsy boy, of course, but I'm also going to, in the second half of the video, do some attempts at dire difficulty. I want to see if I can clear dire with Flins at C0. With this exact team, I believe this is going to be his best team, and I don't know, we'll see how things go. My goal today, with the wishes I have, is I want to get C1 R1 Flins. And the reason I'm going higher investment on Polearms only is because I already do higher investment things in this account. Like, this is not a whale Darlikino. This is just, we were able, whatever. You don't need the whole story. This account is like 3 years old. There's not that many units on this account that are like really good main DPS units to build the team around for like the current context of endgame. And Flins is a pretty impactful character for having a good team option, especially because we were lucky enough that Flins and a Nefer were made to be teammates together. I don't have any cons on a Nefer or anything. We might maybe consider that in the future. We might try to go for C2 Flins, but we'll see how lucky we get. And you might say going for C1 R1 is kind of greedy with only, 19,000 Primo Gems. But we actually have an extra 23,000 hiding here. That was thanks to a viewer randomly gave me a $50 top-up bonus, and then I chose to ask Paimon's Bargains, who I'll talk about later in the video. They gave me the top-ups that I hadn't used last year, because I didn't really do any top-ups last year other than for buying the skin. Anyways, that's where those came from. I figured it made sense. Like, this account doesn't actually have much money spent on it other than getting welcomes, basically. And I do actually really want to point out that I would not have had to even do any top-ups to be able to have like 40,000 Primogems for Flins if I had made better decisions in the previous year. It's just there was such a really, really big gap from when they released Polearm units that I chose to do silly things. Like, I don't actually regret going for C1 Escoffier, but there was other decisions, like the decision to go for C2 Shenhe. That was like not a good decision. Now the goal on Polearms only is I want to clear dire difficulty eventually, and Flins is a really important component of that. We have 250 wishes at least before we factor in like Star Glitter. This weapon banner doesn't have Fab Lance, which is a really, really big selling point to a weapon banner for Polearms only. 13. Okay. We can skip. We don't really care about anything unless we get like an off rate up. Rosaria, I think, is the only 4-star that's relevant. So, yep. And 23. Okay. Hello, Sucrose. 33. Mm-hmm. Hello, Sucrose. 43. Hello, Sucrose weapon. Have we gotten a single Ino? 53. Hello, Sucrose. Have we gotten anything other than Sucrose and Sucrose related things? Like, Sucrose is great. On a Polearm only account, not the most useful. Alright. What the 4 stars? I believe this is 73. Okay. Fab. Not the right fab though. Alright, this should be pity. Oh, okay. I think I was correct. Yeah. All right. Wow. Well, we got him. Unless there's 2. So now the struggle will be getting C1. Hello, boy.
Greetings. I am Kirill Trudemirovich Flins.
Easy name.
Addressed as Trudemirovich by most.
He's still talking about his name.
For simplicity's sake, you can just call me Flins.
He just talked about his name the whole time. That's really funny. Hello, Sugros. Hey, we got an Ino. Our first Ino on this account. Crazy. Alright. Not sin-committed Flins acquired. Let's see if we can get the weapon too. It would be cool if we can get the weapon and Flins at a baseline. Weapon banners pain. Tread with caution. Weapon banners, I think, only actually truly make sense to wish on if you... Fab Lance? Sick. Weapon banners only truly make sense to wish on if you can get value from both 5-star weapons on the banner, and a really good bonus would be if you can get value from like the 4-star weapon. I don't get a choice. Anyways. Wow. Earlies don't exist, and Fab Lances don't exist either, which makes me a little salty, but it's fine. This is 50-something. Okay. Hi, Noel. We don't have a C6 Noel in this account. Interesting. Okay. Ramp. Okay, yep, earlies don't exist. And neither do Fat Lances, and that makes me upset. Okay, we should do single pulls, I think. As boring as they are, we'll do a temple. We should do single pulls. We really should do single pulls, because like saving pulls for the Flins banner makes more sense. It's just more fun to This is not the first time I've gotten Aqua in this account. Bye. Yay. Well, cool. Okay, here, let's use our Star Glitter before we dip into the Sin Funds. Polearms only used to get lucky on the weapon banner. It used to. I want to get his weapon. I just want that out of the way. It doesn't technically make sense to go for first, but I want it out of the way. Hi, Kachina. Oh, I don't have a C6 Kachina. How exciting. Can you give me a single Fab Lands? I like how this is the thing that insults me the most. It's like, it doesn't even give me the consolation prize. Like, frick you. It doesn't even give me the consolation prize of giving me some Fab Lances. No, it's going to give me every frickin' weapon banner weapon other than the... Okay. Well, it's a good thing we have... Yeah. Thank you to the viewer and thank you to Paimon's Bargains. I wish I didn't have to, but... Mahoyo, frick you. Mahoyo said otherwise. Why? I can't, bruh. Hive. Why can't I didn't get a single bruh, I've done 100 pulls in this banner without a single Fab Lance. We're doing single pulls after this, by the way. Because I think we're near pity. I didn't get a single Fab Lance. Bro. Bro. Weapon Banner's pain. Frick Weapon Banner. It's worth mentioning. Here, I'll give you some numbers. If you have a Jade Spear, his SIG is like 15-ish%, I think, better. I don't remember exactly. Oh my god. I apparently was not at pity. Or the game's actually just trolling the ever-living shit out of me. Or where I was correct about going to 78 pity. Which doesn't actually happen. What the okay, frick you. How? How did I not get it? I was so happy when I saw that Fab Lands on this banner, man. And the game's just like, no, f you for wanting to get... literally, I would have been happy. Cool, I don't even care. I didn't even give you the respect, Mahoyo, of showing your stupid garbage animation. Sorry, you insult me. You're not even gonna give me one f***ing Fab Lance. One f***ing Fab Lance in like 130 pulls. You and your stupid 4-star gacha system, Mahoyo. Anyways, I will forgive you if we get at least a C1 Flins without terrible things happening. I mean, I'm not spending any more money, by the way, but you know, it would be nice to get C1 Flins now so I can like have a real chance at getting high sucrose, at getting AC2 Flins by grinding. But I also feel like I'm just gonna get slapped in the face. And I feel like people watching this could be like, you deserve it for all lucky you got. Sure, maybe. All early. Okay. Alright, stop complaining. Manifest our wonderful boy. Easy. Hi, I know. Alright, sick. Alright, no more complaints. Well, I mean, I'm still really salty about the no Fab Lines. But anyways, thank you for actually giving me a 50-50 win for a C1 and an early 50-50 win. That's pretty nice. If you reward me even further, you are extra forgiven. Hi, Meekers. Okay. Hello, I know. I wanted to yell about the Fab, but it's fine. It doesn't matter. It's not the weapon banner. Okay. Hello, I know. Are we gonna get your C6 actually? Not that it matters, I'm just curious. On like a numbers level. Okay. I think we have enough to get to pity for sure. Hello, I know. Yeah, okay. Every time I see a Fab that's not Fab Lance, it's kind of just triggering me now. It's fine. Hello, Sucrose. Sucrose means the next pull is blessed with Flins, right? I believe this is pity, if I kept track properly. I wasn't saying it aloud, but pretty sure it was. Hello, my boy, Flins, Kirill, Krudimich. I don't know how that's how his name is pronounced. Easy. Okay, you know what? You're forgiven. We had a capture ratings guarantee, one 2 50-50s, and one was a 30 pity. You're forgiven. You're forgiven. Okay. Acceptable results. Did I get a C6 Ino? No. Now that the wishing content is done, I gotta thank Paimon's Bargains for partnering with me to give a couple of top-ups to allow me to acquire Flins C2 at least. Paimon's Bargains is just a service that can allow you to get top-ups for a little bit cheaper. Their prices are in Malaysian ringgit, so the exact currency conversion is going to depend on where you live. But all in all, you can generally speaking save around, 20%. And I purchased through them in the past. They do have downsides in that there's actually like humans fulfilling your order, so when I have ordered from them, it does take a little bit longer to get your order. They do, Honkai Star Rail, Wuthering Waves, Zenless. You don't have to necessarily spend money to get the things you want in Genshin. Even if there's silly things like constellations, you can technically acquire them by planning and saving. You don't have to spend a dime to enjoy Genshin, but if you're going to spend money anyways, you can use Paimon's Bargains to save a little bit on your top-ups. But it's just a Discord community you can join and check out what they're about. You can check out the store vouch page. They also just run giveaways from time to time if you want to just join for that. There we go. Okay, level 90 weapon. Took a little while. And 2700 attack before any attack buffs. Wow. Alright. Nice 89% crit rate. We'll see if I can min-max this crit any further. I'm sure I will. Oh. Wow, we hit 2 things at least. Okay. You can put Yaoyo there. Okay. And surely you can trigger. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay. Heal. Oh, I should have waited for that. Whatever. Put Dendro on everything. Frick you. Frick the crab and everything about how that enemy is designed. You have a Scofier? I do. You think putting a Scofier in instead of Sino? I swear you might be right. I was struggling and struggling and struggling to clear with a C2 Sino. Meanwhile, put a Scofier in the team. Haven't quite gotten it here. Is it gonna get it first try? Kinda don't have much energy on a Scofier. Wow, we barely didn't get it. We cleared with time to spare the second try. That's so sad. That team is better than Sino Overburn. That's brutal. Goose on the loose. But yay, we got a feather. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Whatever. I forgot. Yep. Don't know why I'm staying on kill with him. Being dumb. See how close we get. Interesting. Okay. I think I can optimize it. I'm not going to do it tonight, but I'm pretty sure I can optimize that down. It feels so close and it feels so far. Oh, it's not even close. I think I give up. I'm trying to do this new combo and everything, but I'm bad. I am bad. I think I give up with trying to clear with C0 Flins on Polearms only. That certainly wasn't the best attempt I had. I got closer like on a live stream attempt. Like this character is so very breakpointy because all of his damage is loaded in his, burst activations, and there is nuance. Like the best clears I had usually used Flins' big burst towards the end of the fight, like with the second shield phase in particular. But man, I don't know. I find this fight intensely unfun because of how the shield mechanics work. It just like I like Flins' gameplay, but I don't really like having to work around Flins' gameplay on this account. And part of it is a problem with my Hydra options, right? I know it would be a much more pleasing character to optimize because Candace's C6 Hydro turn doesn't work when the shield is going. That's why I had to do weird optimization with like using Candace and doing like normal attacks on the shield at stupid times and like optimizing around RNG more than I'm optimizing around my skill, even though my skill of being able to like do something like the 3 mini bursts in one rotation with C0 Flins is something. So since I'm giving up on a C0 clear, I guess that means I should activate his constellations and be satisfied that we can hopefully be satisfied that we can absolutely wreck this boy with the cons activated. I'm gonna do some testing. I don't know if I'll include this in the video, but I'm gonna do some testing with just activating C1 and then I'll activate C2. C1, of course, is the constellation on Flins that enables 3 mini bursts per rotation without having to do insane bote combos. Oh boy. Okay. And we're gonna do the same rotation I started with before, where after we do 1 Flins mini burst, we swap out, so we can get everything else going properly. Do that, do this still on Candace. Okay. And bam. And bam. We don't have Candace up, so I'm not actually going to do the 3rd mini burst there. In favor of saving it. That's just a timing issue with the shield breaking. I hate the shield breaking. Alright, now let's do 3 mini burst rotation. Bam. And bam. Alright, nice. Okay. I don't know if we're gonna get this in the first try, actually. Ah! I mean, if anything, that tells me that, you know, maybe it was possible that it wasn't possible. I don't know. I made it clear without constellations. Oops, I'm done. Alright, I also think this probably, I know there's like stagger tech you can do with this dude. So I can't help but think maybe there's a way to have done this by like infinitely staggering him. But I don't know if I can do that. Yeah, bam. Alright. I don't know if that made sense, Bat. Okay, C1 did not get me the clear in the first try, but we can definitely get it. Alright. I'm gonna try to get the C1 clear before I activate C2. Ah. Man. Why is this dude the same amount of awkward with C1 as he is with C0? That's not actually true. I can definitely tell I'm doing meaningfully more damage. For what it's worth, by the way, I tried for like probably at least 4 or 5 hours to try to kill this dude with C0. That's why I gave up. Oh my god. Oops, I tried to switch. Oh, I think it was a freaking small carrot or hitbox screwing me there. What? I didn't have Candace up. No, cooldowns. Not the cooldowns. No. Surely I don't have this up. finally. Good lord. It took me actually way too long to get that kill with C1. Like that took me, I think, a good 15 tries in 20 plus minutes. I mean, that's nothing compared to like the 5 hours I was trying with C0 Flins. Definitely was not trivial. So let's activate C2 now. I would hope this one, right? This one gives him red shred and then extra instance of lunar charge damage every time he uses his skill. So hopefully this one makes it trivial. Like if I don't manage to do this on first try, I feel like something's wrong with me or with this video game. No, we'll see. Okay, do this. Yeah. All right, do one more and do this. Okay. It was definitely a lot easier to get through the second shield there. Before I wasn't really doing that. Okay. Do this. Do this. Probably only do this twice. Crap. Okay. Yeah. Bam. Still on cooldown a little bit. It's fine. I think we just missed a crit there. Bam. Okay. Shield. Okay, big burst. Switch the hand is, do the skill, do this, and brown. Alright, yeah, that was we got through the second shield phase so much easier. Yeah, okay. C2. Weirdly enough, against this specific enemy, C2 feels like a way bigger upgrade for this account. We have no red shred going on this team, right? So that's probably part of the reason. Flinsy be a strong boy. Yay.